It's the second week of April here in mid-Michigan, which means that it is about 4 or 5 weeks from our last average frost date. So it is time to get some things like carrots and lettuce and some cool weather crops in the ground outside. In a video I shared earlier this year about some of our thoughts and plans and dreams for the garden for this year, I shared that we don't have a lot of sunny space on our property. Really the only good corner that we have to grow a vegetable garden is this side corner of the house here. And we have lots of trees, our septic tank and drain field go out into the other sunny areas, and so we're kind of limited in the space that we can use for a vegetable garden. I'll link that video in the description below, but in it not only do I share about what we're thinking of growing this year, but I also unboxed our brand new GreenStalk Garden Towers. So since we're limited on the amount of space and the directions that we can go, I thought, well, why don't we grow up instead of out? So today I'm going to take the time to put these things together. I have 2 towers. We'll put it together, fill it with some soil, and plant some cool weather loving seeds here on the side deck here and watch how our garden grows this year. So GreenStalk shares on their website that they did a handful of tests of different kinds of potting soil to figure out what grows the best, what gives the best, most consistent results, and they recommend a couple of brands, specifically Happy Frog and Pro Mix and some other blends. These things of Pro Mix, they specifically are potting mix. It's not garden soil, it's not raised bed soil, it is potting mix. And these I actually got at Walmart, so it was easily accessible and a decent price. Each level of the towers takes 1 cubic foot of soil, and so since I have 2 towers of 5 levels each, I need 10 cubic feet of soil. These bags are compressed, so each bag basically contains 2 cubic feet. Therefore, 5 bags equals 10 cubic feet of soil. We'll see how that works out. So unfortunately, 1 bag didn't fill both containers up to the top. The goal is to make the soil get all the way up to the top, and it didn't do that. So maybe I didn't decompress, fluff it up enough. I'll see what I can do to make it a little bit fluffier, but I'm thinking I should have gotten 1 more bag of soil. Oops. There, that's a little bit better. It's much closer to the top all the way around, so I am probably gonna have to go to the store and get 1 more bag of soil before I'm all said and done here, but that's okay, we'll see. So these caps are actually not, this is not what it's for, but I wanted to do that to make sure I didn't drip a whole bunch of soil down in there. These caps are actually for plugging the drain hole down here on the mover base, in case you needed to let the water collect and soak instead of allowing it to drain. So I'm gonna take that off, put on the next piece, and get ready to fill the next one. Something I just noticed as I was putting these water reservoirs in here, there are holes that are supposed to coincide with the pockets so that when water fills this, it will then drain into that spot to be able to go into that pocket. The containers here. Nope, that's the top. That's not what I need. This is what I need. These do also have more bigger holes, and those line up properly, but make sure those little holes are also lined up with the pockets to make sure that each level gets watered appropriately. So my 5 bags of Pro Mix compressed was able to fill 8 tiers of the GreenStalk, pretty much up to the top. I have a little bit left that I'll probably just finish filling in a few of the lower pockets, but I still have 2 tiers to go. So, like I said, I found this stuff at Walmart, so it's easy to get and it's relatively cheap. So I think what I'm going to do is buy 2 more bags of the Pro Mix. That'll give me enough for sure for the last 2 tiers, and it'll leave me with a little bit of extra, but I can always use the potting soil in other things in the garden and in the house. So that's going to be my plan, to get 2 more for a total of 7 bags of Pro Mix potting soil, the compressed stuff, to fill 2 5-tier original GreenStalk towers. All right, got my 4 tiers installed, put on the drain pipe. It isn't quite as important out here on the deck because the water, just like rain, can just go down through the deck, and that's fine. But since I have it, might as well install it. So normally we would then put on these to then do the 5th layer on top, but since we're not doing the 5th layer today, we're just going to go ahead and put on the final water reservoir on the top here. So this just clicks into there as well, and it's all ready to be filled. I can use a hose or a bucket and fill it up. I think this is for 1 tier, 2 tiers, 3 tiers, or maybe it's 3, 4, 5, I don't know, somewhere in there. Those are the lines for how much water you're supposed to put in it, and then it will fill all of the tiers, and anything extra will drain out the bottom. I'm actually not going to fill these quite yet. I need to plant seeds in it, but also we're supposed to be getting some rain and storms this afternoon, so hopefully that'll be enough water to get them started. But I'll keep an eye on it each day after I've planted my things in it and go from there. So each tower does come with a bag of sample worm castings, which is a natural fertilizer. It says that this sample is for a single tier, so like just for 1 layer, but I'm just going to spread it around each of them, give each little pocket a little bit of this. So I've already changed my plans from the first video that I filmed back in January, but my goal for today is to get lettuce, kale, carrots, and broccoli planted in some of these tiers today, and then save the other tiers for green beans and possibly my pepper plants. You're supposed to be able to fit 1 plant per pocket in the tiers, so I'm not entirely sure if I'll do that or if I'm gonna put them in the regular part of the garden. We'll see. Trial and error, right? All right, I managed to get things planted before the rain. Yippee! So on each tower, I did an entire tier all the way around, 6 pockets each of broccoli. And then on each one, 6 pockets in each tower of carrots. There it is, carrots. And the broccoli is meant to be 1 plant per pocket, so I planted 2 seeds in each one just to make sure they germinate fine. Carrots are able to be 3 carrots per pocket, so carrot seeds are tiny. I did my best. Then I realized as I was unpacking that GreenStalk sends packets of this mixed lettuce. So I did 3 pockets on each tower of this mixed lettuce. I don't mind if things like the broccoli and the carrots are all ready to be harvested all at the same time, because for the most part I'm going to be freezing the broccoli, preserving it, dicing and freezing carrots, things like that. But something like the lettuce, we're planning on just having salads throughout the summer. So I'm going to stagger my planting as best as I can over the next couple of weeks. I have those mixed lettuces from GreenStalk that they sent us, and then I also have some regular romaine lettuce and some kale that came from Baker Creek. So thanks for coming along today on our GreenStalk Garden Tower assembly. I'll keep you updated on how things grow and progress, and if I decide I want to get some more for future gardens. I definitely have a lot of deck space to be able to grow vertically, so I'm excited to see what kinds of the amount of produce that I get out of these things this year, and see if it's worthwhile for us to continue. Go ahead and check out the first video of unboxing these towers and what my plans have mostly been for this upcoming garden season. And if this video was helpful or you liked it, give it a thumbs up, leave me a comment, and yeah, be on the lookout for some updated garden videos coming in the future. If you'd like to try gardening with GreenStalk Towers yourself this year, I have a link in the description, and you can use code SIMPLE10 to get $10 off of your own GreenStalk Garden Tower. Look what I found! Itty bitty green pea sprouts, yay! It's fun to watch the garden grow. And over here, that's my garlic. I've never grown garlic before. This should be fun.
I've been waiting for you to use those so I could use the box.
What are you gonna use the box for?
I don't know.
Something fun.
Yeah.
A creation of some sort.